Hello viewers, today we'll be making this beautiful shirt which can be worn by a baby boy or a baby girl. Actually it is a unisex. You can see the decorations, you can see what it has. It has a long lace which is inserted all the way around until come to the front. When doing this work, we will need this yarn. This one, the white one, is the main one. We are going to use 1.5 and a little bit of this. Then we are going to use a crochet which is 4 millimeters, but you can use any size of your choice. Then we are going to use some scissors to cut the yarn where necessary. Then we are going to use the markers. We will need the markers here and there, and this traditional pin for inserting this lace. Then from there we are going to use the tape measure. Welcome to my tutorial. If you like it, kindly do subscribe and help share the work. I'll be grateful. We also not forget you use these two beans for decoration. You can see them here. So here they are. We are going to use them for decoration. So welcome to my tutorial and kindly enjoy the crocheting. I'm going to make a slip knot. Then we make 120 chains. So we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue and make 100 more. We have made 120. So we are going to join our long lace with the first chain that we made without twisting the work. So don't twist your work, because if you do, the project will not even pick. Okay, here we have. Then we take the last or the first to be made the chain. Then from there we join our work with a slip stitch that way. Then we chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we continue putting double crochet in every chain that is in place. So we continue, just move slowly until the end of the round. The first round is always difficult to navigate. Make sure your hook enters at the right place. Don't brush the yarn. Continue. Okay, finish the round. Let us join our work with a slip stitch at the third chain. Count 1, 2, 3. So we join here with a slip stitch. Then from there we chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we put a front post in the stitch that follows this way. Then go at the back, work another, or work a back post, back post. Just move slowly. So you work back post, front post, back post, front post, as seen in the video. Until you finish the round. Don't be discouraged, you just move on and all will be well. Move slowly. After making around 2 rounds, you'll be able to move fast. So continue working. Okay, we finished the round. This is what we have. So we are going to join our work with the slip stitch at the land chain. Then from there we chain 3, and the stitches should receive what they received in the earlier round. If it was a back post, just put a back post. If it was a front post, put a front post until you finish 9 rows. So I'm going to go off camera and you continue working them the way they are corresponding. Always here join your work with a slip stitch, then you put the first front post, you turn back post. Continue and make 9 rows. You've made 9 rounds of back and front post and double crochet. Now I'm changing the yarn slightly. So this is how we change the yarn. We just put a slip stitch with the yarn we are intending to use, and then from there we start moving. So from here we have our slip stitch, we chain 3, then put our front post, double crochet in the same stitch, skip 1, go to the next, put a top double crochet, and then a front post and double crochet. Sorry. We will continue this way until we finish this round, then we will come back to do another change. So continue working. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, I'm going to discontinue the blue yarn until further notice. Then from there, I put my slip stitch with the white because that is my main color. We put at the land chain. We have to put this one to behave. Then from there, we chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, treble crochet, and skip this stitch. We go to the next and put our treble crochet, then chain 1, treble crochet again, skip this stitch, go to the next, put your treble crochet. I will repeat once more, chain 1, then skip this, go to the next, put your treble crochet. So continue and finish the round. So let's close our work with a slip stitch. After chaining 1, we chain 1, then we go to the 4th stitch and close our work with a slip stitch. Then we chain 1, 2, 3, and we are working double crochet. We put 2 double crochet on top of this treble crochet, then we skip to the other one and do the same, 2 treble crochet together. We are also going to increase, so after working 3 pairs of 2 double crochet, then you do an increase. So you can say I have 1, 2, 3, then I'm going to do the increase in this chain here. I'll put 1 double crochet. You can see, so we continue with the same pattern. Now we put 2 together here, then 2 together on top of, we are working on top of treble crochet, unless when we are doing the increase, that is when we are working on the chain. So I have made 3 more pairs. Let me show you. 1 2 3. So this is the place I'm going to do the increase. So continue and finish the round. Now we have completed our round and we have 140 double crochet. So we are going to close our work with a slip stitch, and then we chain 3 and put our front post in the same stitch. Then we skip one stitch, go to the next, top double crochet, then our front post, double crochet, skip this, go to the next, top double crochet, then a front post and double crochet. You move this way, you finish the round, and once you finish the round, you come back repeating this row, but you will be increasing at stitch number 14. That is where you put two double crochet together, you put at stitch number 14. So continue and work the two round. They are just easy as that. So continue working. Okay, this is what we have. We've done the increase, the row of increase. Henceforth, we are going to be repeating row 2, row 1, row 2, row 1, but not increasing. If you feel you want a bigger trouser, you can do some increase where you want, but let us work 10 rows, alternating this row and this row without increasing. If you feel like increasing, you can do that. This is how far I've gone. From here to from this area up to here I've made 13 rows, and if you wanted to know in inches, let's see what I have. I have made 4 inches, but if you want to measure from the belt, we have 6. We have 6 inches, no 6.5 when not stressed. So from there, I have a total of 162 double crochet, and I've divided so that my work so that the two double crochet that are making 62 becomes the center, one this side and the other one at the back. So for one leg opening, this side we will take 18 double crochet, and this other one 18 double crochet. So we will connect our work here. At the side will be where we've been ending our row, or have decided to make where we've been starting and ending to be the corner. So we put a slip stitch, then chain 1 and cut the yarn. We are no longer going to start and end there. We will be starting at the center here. So we come here with our yarn, and then make, I've made a slip knot. So I'm just pulling it through the stitch which is having the marker. So we have succeeded. I remove the marker and just have it at the back. We will confirm them later. Then from there we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then let's confirm whether these are 40, because a half of 8 is 40. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have 20. That is a half of 40, and remember we have 2, so this is, we put our stitch in stitch number 21, and then bring our 3 chains. I hope you are not getting confused. We are trying to divide the middle. So we have made 3 chains here we go straight with them across the board where we have the marker, and we put a slip stitch. So we are putting a slip stitch in this chain, sorry, this double crochet which is here, and we put a slip stitch and cut the yarn. So we have our slip stitch there. Let me adjust the yarn. Then from there we chain one and cut the yarn. You will not continue, you cut the yarn. After cutting the yarn, we have now created the two leg holes. It is just a matter of working. And remember, I've told you this side all the way around I have 80, and this side I have 80, but we have a 2 remaining because we have 162. So that 2 one is here, the other one is here. So total 162. Now we make a slip knot again. Make a slip knot again, and come, hold your work this way, come to the center here. We have 3 chains. So the middle chain, which is, we count 1, 2, because we have 3, 1, 2. We are going to put our uh, stitch. Sorry, we are going to put our knot. Let's confirm whether we have 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have 3. So we have 1, 2. The middle one becomes the center. Then from there, we are going to chain 3. That will be our first double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then put a double crochet in the next stitch, which is here. Then we have to put a double crochet where we inserted the slip knot, so that the work doesn't have big gaps. So we have 3. We continue now working double crochet all the way until we get where we've started, making the marker, sorry, the chain of 3. So just work, continue working the normal pattern of 3 double crochet. I will get you where we have the marker. We are back where we made the 3 chains. So we are going to put our double crochet in the stitch that is having a slip knot. Then from there we continue working on the 3 chains. So we have the first one is here, then the second one is here, and from there we join our work with a slip stitch at the third chain. So we have completed making the center of this trouser. So what we do is we repeat this pattern all the way. Skip one, skipping one, and then putting top double crochet. You already know the pattern until we finish the round. Then I'll show you how you'll be working this part of the leg, because we need to do reduction so that we can shape the leg, so that we can have a shaped leg. So continue and finish the round. Okay, let's finish our round. We skip this stitch, come to the next, and work as we've been working, top double crochet and our front post. Then we close our work with a slip stitch. Now this round we are going to do a reduction in the starting and at the ending. So what we are going to do is we are going to chain 3, then make the first double crochet that way. We cannot reduce this, so we reduce these two, and this is how we do a reduction. You can see we are working a half crochet, so we have 3 in the hook and we get right of them together. Now we continue now working until we come towards the end. That is when you do the reduction again. You'll be reducing twice, and let's continue. So when we get there what we are going to do. So continue working. Okay, we've approached the last 4. Remember, when we were reducing here, we did not start with the first 2, we went to the second 2 pairs. So the same to this area, this is what you'll be doing. You subtract this, you should be left with this. So we are going to do subtraction here. Check how we do it, half double crochet, a half double crochet, then we have 3 in the hook and we get rid of them. Then from there we crochet the remaining 2 and then join our work with a slip stitch, and then now go to the second round. This round here, this is the round that we are going to work. To start again, let me show you 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm about to complete the row that we started, that is row 2. So what the advice here is, make sure you don't resurrect this stitch which has already been queued. So what you do is you skip this, come to the reduce stitch, and then take one leaf that way, do a treble crochet. So you are going to go skip this, go to the next, do work the same way. Then from there we are going now to terminate this pattern. This pattern we are going to do away with it, and we just make 5 rounds of double crochet. Make 5 rounds of free double crochet, but remember to reduce alternatively. So we reduced in this row, and this one we have not reduced, so the next one is for reduction. So we make chain 2, chain 3, then and double crochet that way. Then these 2 we are going to reduce them. Once you finish this row, the next row is not for reducing. Sorry, done a mess. Supposed to be a treble and half double crochet, then 3, then we have done the reduction. Now then from there you continue all the way until we approach here. When we are here, that is when we are going to get rid of this, and the next round is not for reducing. So continue and make 6 rows, but remember we are only making a row of free double crochet without this second row, and we are making 5 rows alternating in the reduction. Okay, we have made 7 rows since the time we started the leg working, or the leg opening working. So we have made 7, and I've counted the stitches we have. And because we've been reducing, remember we handed 3 here, so we started the journey with 84. And so from there we have a 41, and I'm going to look for the from here. I'll count this side is 40, sorry, this side is 41 and this side 41. So we are going to count up to stitch number 21. then we put a simple pattern there. So we start from here, one, two, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So stitch number, that is 20, 10 times 2 is 20. So stitch number 21 is this one, and we will now take around. When we get here, I'll show you the pattern that we are going to create here. So let's continue working. And we are finished with the row of reduction. So remember, we are doing double crochet, we are not repeating this row with the X pattern. So we continue this row, we are not reducing anything, we are just continuing the way it is. You put a slip stitch and then you continue. Chain 1, 2, 3, then bring it home and you continue. This is red round is not for reducing because we reduced here. So continue working and meet where we have the marker. Okay, we are at one stitch to where our marker is, one stitch to go, and this is what we are going to do. We will work it out, then remove the marker. After removing the marker, we chain 1 and skip this stitch, go to the next and put a double crochet. So we have created a space or a window. Then from there we just continue. We don't need the marker anymore. The space will be directing us what to do when we get there. So continue working. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Continue working. This is the round for reducing. No, not reducing. So you will not reduce the next round. When you start the next round, you do the reduction. Now this is how we crochet here when we are bruised or when we are one stitch to the space. So what we do is we chain 1, skip this stitch and put a double crochet, then chain 1, skip this and put a double crochet. Again, you can see our windows have turned to be 3, so we proceed until we come back again to hand more to that. And remember the rule of reducing so that we can shape, we can shape this trouser. So mine is for reducing. When I get here, I will do a reduction. I didn't hear this end. When I get here, I will reduce these two before I get to the last two. Okay, we are in the space where we are creating windows. So we have a stitch left, chain 1, double crochet inside, chain 1, double crochet inside, chain 1, skip 1. Can see we started with 1, then 2, then 3. Continue and make 4 more rounds, then we are going to meet. We are now going to change the pattern here a bit. So what we do is, instead of skipping this, we are going to put a double crochet that way. Then from there, we chain 1, we put a double crochet on top here, chain 1. Remember we were putting on the chain, but this time we are putting a double crochet on top of a double crochet. It will change in the next round. This one is called a constant line. This has not changed, so you can see what is happening. Now when we come back, I'll show you what we are going to do. So we continue and complete this round. and I'll meet you here. Respect the rule of here. If you are subtracting, you do subtraction. Here I have already subtracted, so the next row will be free row. Let's continue from where we left. We are not going to chain one, just work it this way because we are now going inside. We are no longer chaining one in the beginning and at the end. Instead, we are putting a double crochet. Can see what I've done. So here we will not chain one, we will put a double crochet because we want our triangle to face upward. So continue and make a few 5 rounds, then we will meet. Little instructions. When you want to reduce this time, don't reduce here and don't reduce here. You just come at the back, at the center here, and do a reduction at the center here, so that this line doesn't appear as if it is coming inside because it is being strained by this pattern. So what we do is we are going to be reducing here only once. So let's go to the just estimate the center and then do the reduction. Let's estimate. This is the back of the trouser. Sorry, of the trouser leg. And if we are only reducing once, not twice, because now our work has shipped up until we finish the remaining rounds. So you can see this is almost the center of the back. This is the back of the leg. This is the front. So we do a reduction here. Just one reduction. You don't have to be exact of the center as long as you've estimated. But if you wanted, you can count and divide by 2, but there's no harm. So continue working and make a few rounds. Once the triangle is enough, you stop the upper triangle. Let me show you clearly what I mean. Once this triangle is the triangle which is going inside, once it get this peak, we just stop. We have reached the peak. Now we want to change the yarn to the blue one, sky blue, and then we continue. So when changing the yarn, we do it when putting the slip stitch. So we go here, the chain, and I've already made the slip knot. So we pull it through and make our first double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then we go down in this stitch, the same stitch which is in form of a chain, and make a front post and double crochet, then skip this, go to the next, make a top double crochet. You are familiar with this pattern now, and a front post and double crochet. This is how we continue until we finish the round. skip one, another ones. Once you skip one, then the next will get a top double crochet and a front post double crochet that way. So continue the round. Okay, you finish the round. So let's discontinue the blue yarn because we're intending to use the white yarn. So we just cut the blue yarn, and then from there, this is how we are going to work with chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean 4, not 5. Skip this stitch, go to the next, put a double crochet, chain 1, skip this, all the yeah, just chain 1 and skip 1 until you finish the round. Then we are going to put a double crochet in every space. So we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we go to the chain here and put a double crochet. Every space must get a double crochet. Now once we finish this round, then you went back into working what we did here. You can work 3 to 4 rounds, and by that time your trouser will be, your leg, this leg will be enough. Okay, I've finished this round. In total I've made 4 rounds. So we'll go to the main row and start working our the other part of the leg, and remember the 3 chains, double crochet chains, and the 3 double crochet. So we will go to the center, which is number 2, and then we start working this here. So you go to the loop direct, then from there you get in your slip knot and pull through, then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then double crochet in the next stitch, the outer loop, double crochet in the space where we made our slip stitch. Then we move on, there is a stitch here, we make a double crochet, you can see there is no gap, then there is another one here, and now we finish the round and just double crochet until we get back to where we have started. So continue working. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, we've come to where we started. So let's do this stitch and close our work with a slip stitch. This chain here, chain 3. Then from there, you are going to continue and give me a duplicate of what we did here. You continue the way we did this until you complete your work, then we will meet again. We have completed the work. I have also made a very long lace which will be inserted through here, and play the row of the button. So let's insert the lace, and this is the front, where we have this decoration is the front, because at the back we don't have that decoration. So we look for the center. This is the center, and we are not going to put the belt here because we are going to interfere with the pattern. We are going to put it where we have the blue color. So we just negotiate in between, check what I'm doing, all the way to the back, all the way to the back. The spaces are big enough to accommodate whatever. Uh, Sorry, there's a mess. Continue. I'll meet you in front here, please. Okay, we have finished the insertion. You can see the belt is looking smart. You cannot easily tell we have a belt. So we insert these stoppers as well as things to do the decoration. Once you insert, you tie 2 rounds or even 3 to make it not slip out, but make sure that the knot that you've tied are very close to one another. They are just close, they are almost overriding one another. If you are going to go with the 2, let's add another one. They should be very close, overriding each other. So we are going to go, then we go to the other side and do the same. They are meant for decoration as well as retaining the belt so that it doesn't slip out when the trouser is washed. We are going to go just a matter of time, tying the lace to become the belt. Anytime you want to dress the baby, here we go. It's looking well.